Welding 101, what does a welder actually do? Welcome back to the show, everyone. It's fantastic to be connecting with you all again. I'm your host, Tyler Tradesworth.
And a big spark-filled hello from me too. I'm Tori Tradesworth. We're thrilled to dive into another essential trade today, one that truly shapes the world around us.
That's right. Today, we're igniting a discussion about a fundamental skill, welding. Maybe you've witnessed welders in action, the mesmerizing dance of light and heat, or perhaps you're even contemplating a career in this vital profession. Whatever brought you here, we're ready to give you the complete picture with Welding 101.
Exactly. We'll be tackling the core question. What does a welder actually do? We'll break down the essential skills they need, the incredibly diverse environments they work in, and most importantly, how you can forge your own path into this trade if it sparks your interest.
So, let's lay the foundation. What precisely is welding? At its heart, it's a powerful process that permanently joins materials, typically metals or certain types of plastics, by creating a strong bond at the atomic level. This often involves melting the edges of the workpieces and sometimes adding a filler material to form a molten pool that solidifies into a robust joint.
It might sound like a simple concept, but the sheer scope of its applications is mind-boggling. Think about the towering skyscrapers that define our city skylines, the reliable cars we depend on daily, the intricate network of pipelines that deliver crucial resources. Welding is the unsung hero behind all of these. In fact, the American Welding Society, a fantastic resource for anyone interested in this field, we'll put a link in the show notes, estimates that over 50% of all manufactured products contain welds. That really puts into perspective just how integral this skill is to our modern world, doesn't it?
Absolutely. And the expertise required goes far beyond simply holding a torch. Welders need to be highly skilled in a variety of techniques, possess a deep understanding of material properties, knowing how different metals react to heat, for instance, and prioritize safety above everything else.
Now, let's delve into the fascinating world of welding types. This is where things can seem a little complex at first, but we'll break down the four main types you'll hear about most often: MIG, TIG, stick, and Flux-Core.
Let's kick things off with MIG welding, officially known as gas metal arc welding, GMAW. This is often considered a more accessible entry point into welding and is widely used in manufacturing and the automotive repair industry. It uses a continuously fed wire electrode that acts as both the heat source and the filler material, all while being shielded by a gas to prevent contamination.
Think of it like using a very powerful, very hot glue gun for metal, but instead of a sticky bond, you get a weld that can withstand incredible stress. Next up, we have TIG welding, or gas tungsten arc welding, GTAW. This is a more refined and precise process that utilizes a non-consumable tungsten electrode to create the arc. It often demands a higher level of skill, but produces exceptionally clean and high-quality welds, making it the go-to choice for industries like aerospace and for intricate, delicate work.
Right. And now for a classic, stick welding, or shielded metal arc welding, SMAW. This is one of the oldest and most adaptable methods. It uses a consumable electrode that's coated in a flux material. As the electrode burns, this flux creates its own shielding gas, protecting the weld from the atmosphere. Stick welding is a workhorse, often used for heavy-duty repairs and construction, especially in outdoor environments where wind might interfere with other welding processes.
Finally, we have Flux-Core welding, or Flux-Core arc welding, FCAW. This method shares similarities with MIG welding, as it also uses a continuously fed wire. However, the key difference is that the wire itself contains a flux material within its core, which provides the necessary shielding. It's frequently used for welding thicker materials and in outdoor or windy conditions, offering a great balance of speed and portability.
So, as you can clearly hear, each welding type has its own unique set of advantages and is best suited for specific applications. A truly skilled welder will often have mastery over multiple techniques, allowing them to adapt to a wide range of projects.
Now, let's paint a picture of where you might actually find a welder in their element. The answer, quite surprisingly, is almost everywhere. The variety of job settings is truly remarkable.
That's so true. Many people might first imagine a welder working in a fabrication shop, meticulously assembling metal structures, crafting components for complex machinery, or creating bespoke metal artwork. These are often indoor environments with more controlled conditions.
But then you have the incredible work happening in shipyards, where welders play a vital role in constructing and repairing massive ships and other marine vessels. This can involve working in tight, confined spaces, and sometimes at dizzying heights.
Or think about the dedicated pipeline welders, who often travel to remote and challenging locations to weld together the extensive network of pipelines that transport essential oil and gas across vast distances. These jobs often mean working outdoors in all kinds of weather.
And let's not overlook the highly specialized field of underwater welding, a truly demanding profession where welders perform critical repairs and construction on submerged structures like pipelines, offshore oil rigs, and even ship hulls. It's estimated that there are only a few thousand commercial underwater welders worldwide, which really highlights how niche and specialized this area is.
Exactly, Tori. You can also find highly skilled welders in the aerospace industry, working on critical components for aircraft and spacecraft where tolerances are incredibly tight and quality control is paramount. And even in the automotive industry, welders are essential for. Explore the full conversation at tradestechpodcast.com, where 101 plus years of skilled trades expertise meets cutting-edge tech insights. Thanks for joining us on the Trades Tech Podcast. Until next time, keep building, keep innovating, and let's close the skills gap together.